We have Tess Ashwin here from Right Angle Events, and we're just going to ask Tess some questions with regards to her role and how she got her job role at Right Angle Events. Okay, so Tess, lovely to meet you. Can you just give us a little idea what Right Angle Events is?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Right Angle, we're corporate event specialists. So we deal with everything that kind of encompasses, which is from team building to organising conferences, away days, anything really to do with corporate events, and we're the specialists.
Right, okay. And is that all across East Anglia?
Yeah, so no, that's nationally and internationally as well. So we've worked in Bermuda, Amsterdam, and a lot of our work comes from London mainly, but yeah, nationally.
Oh, wow, that's exciting. And how long have you been there?
It's been about 2 years now. I was originally taken on as a temp through Reed, and then they took me on permanent after that.
That's good. And how long was you temping there first then?
I think it was a 3 or 4 month contract, but quite quickly, because I'd done sales in the past, it was quite obvious that I was kind of adapting to the role, and so then they took me on permanently within a sales role.
And did you know that it was a permanent role that could come out of it, or was it just something that happened whilst you was there, sort of like you grew organically into the company?
I think, from what I can remember on the job description, they said that for the right candidate, it could go into a permanent role. But for me, myself, I wasn't sure of what I wanted to do at all. So I didn't go into it with the idea that it was going to become a permanent role. And so for me, it was organic. But for them, I think they'd hoped that it would progress that way.
Lovely. And what does your job role involve?
Oh gosh, it's so varied. I suppose I've got two titles now. So I'm Regional Business Development Manager for the North, and I'm also an account manager. So with the account manager side, I look after some key accounts. Some of my accounts would be Sky, Gumtree, American Express. So I'll organise their corporate events and team building. So that involves sourcing venues, finding the right activity for their team building or their Christmas party, and generally just looking after them and making sure that they're well looked after. And then on the other side, the regional business development, I'm warden of the North, let's say, and it's my job to create relationships with other companies up north. So other venues who might use us for team building, companies that are based in the North, I'll go visit them, do site visits, and just it's a really relationship-based role, which is really, really nice.
So are you based up in North then?
Yes, I'm very lucky in that I work from home. I'm based in Leeds. And yeah, my role, I'd say at the moment, I'm very, very, very busy with my key accounts. So I spend a lot of time in the office at the moment. But when I've got quieter times, I'll be going off and visiting different venues around the north. And also I spend a lot of time in London as well.
Oh, right, okay. So when you joined Right Angle Events, was that the role that you initially done as a temp?
So I think my initial role was sales admin support. So I'd done a lot of admin-based, I had a lot of admin-based experience. I worked as a PA previously to that. Although it was a sales support role, I wasn't expecting to go into the sales side of it, and that just kind of happened.
Right, okay. And we're talking about events, you're putting on events. What is a typical event that Right Angle Events would do?
Oh, so a typical event for us would probably be between 50 and 100 people. It will be a morning meeting, probably in like their annual general meeting. Then they'll have a lunch, and then they'll do some kind of team building in the afternoon, which we will supply. So there's all sorts of things that they might do depending on whether it's winter or summer, if they want to be indoor or outdoor. But that's kind of the general template that most people come to us for.
And how many times do you come down to London?
Oh, it really depends. Sometimes it's every week when it's really, really busy. And I haven't been down now for maybe 6 or 8 weeks. But I am going down next week, which is great.
Do you find that the events change slightly from south to north, or are they quite similar?
I think down south they have more budget, definitely. But the cities like Leeds, Liverpool, and Manchester aren't far behind, and they're really, really busy, fantastic cities. So I think they're kind of catching up with London, actually.
Right, lovely. I've got Kyria here, and Kyria is our social media assistant, and she's got some questions she'd like to ask you as well, Tess. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Hello.
Hi.
Right, so how do you go about getting employed by a company like Right Angle?
So for me, I went through a temping agency. My experience of temping agencies is that they are fantastic. I've been placed with really, really good companies with temping agencies. At the moment, with Right Angle, we're not actively searching for anyone, but we get a lot of CVs through all the time, so they'll keep those on file. And obviously, if we're trying to find someone, then we'll be posting it on social media, and again, going through the temp agencies, how they found me.
Right, okay. And what has been your job journey?
Oh, from uni we're talking?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I went to Northumbria Uni. I studied fashion communication, of all things. I was very lucky and I came out with a first. I really enjoyed university, and I really enjoyed the course I was on. From there, I travelled a bit. So I went to Leicester originally. My first job was sales and marketing for a lingerie company. I then went from Leicester to London, where I worked as an allocator for another lingerie company called Agent Procter. I was there for about 2 years. I then went to become a PA for the National Lottery. I looked after the 2 job sharing directors of the PR department. They were lovely. It was a really, really nice company to work for. But I then met my partner and he was not so keen on London, so he dragged me back to Norfolk. And that's when I started to temp for Right Angle and then became permanent.
Oh, that's good. Our next question was going to be if you went to university, but obviously you did. Did you go to college or anything before university, or?
No, I took 2 gap years. I took 2 years out before I went to university, which for me really worked. It meant I was really, really keen when I came back to university. I was really excited, willing to learn, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed my course.
Okay, and did you know what you wanted to do from a young age?
Not a clue.
No.
I had no idea. My parents said, just do something you enjoy because then hopefully you'll do quite well and you might find another path within that. But I was torn between going into kind of psychology and counselling because that's what my mother did, or going down the fashion route. And I went down the fashion route and have ended up here.
Oh, that's good. And what valuable lessons have you learnt along the way?
Oh, gosh. I think the most important thing is to utilise your contacts. People you know who have parents who work for companies, that even you can have a conversation with them. Yeah, I would definitely say it's all about using your contacts as much as you can, because you might just find that one day you're in a room and you strike a conversation with somebody and it could be about nothing, and then all of a sudden they might be saying, oh, actually, we could use someone who has your skills, and things like that happen all the time. You've just got to put yourself out there and put yourself in the right place.
Yeah, that's very true. And what advice can you give students today who are thinking about their future careers?
I would definitely say choose something that you love, like I did. It will mean that the working is a lot easier if you really, really enjoy it. And also work hard. Yeah. I know I obviously had lots of fun as well, but I did work hard. And I feel like I really gained a lot from university. And yeah, it gave a lot back to me. So yeah, I would definitely, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
that's brilliant, Tess. Just one question. You said that you moved from London to Norfolk and now you're up north. How long have you been back up north then?
It's just coming up to a year, actually. Yeah, it's been fantastic. I'm originally from the Lake District, so I wanted to move a bit closer to my family, so that's why it was. But yeah, I'm really, really lucky that I've been able to carry on my role, really, and it's working really well.
And that's where you're staying now?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, lovely. Well, it was lovely speaking with you, and thank you for giving us some insight to your job role and to Right Angle Events.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.